Do you think the IRS forgot about that money that you owe them? If you thought that, you need to think again, boo. The same way you don't forget about nobody that owe you money, the IRS absolutely ain't forgetting about nobody that owe them money. And the difference between you and them is they can actually put a lien on your stuff to make sure that they get the money that they're owed. So even if you forget, hell, even if they forget a little bit, when you try to sell your asset, they gonna get theirs. In this video, we gonna break down what a lien is and what you need to do to get out of this situation if you're in it. I'm Marshana, the EA, a licensed tax strategist that helps professionals I'm Marshana, the EA, a licensed tax professional, also known as an enrolled agent, and I help working professionals and overwhelmed business owners fix their tax messes. AKA, I help you to protect your assets before the IRS makes the first move. I'm Marshana the EA. And simply put, I solve tax problems. That's just what I do. That's the shortest, simplest way that I could do it. But if you want a more detailed thing about what I do, I help working professionals and overwhelmed business owners protect their assets and get them out of bad situations with the IRS. My name is Marshana, the EA, and I solve tax problems. Simply put, that's what I do. I'm Marshana, I'm a licensed tax professional, and I solve tax problems for working professionals and overwhelmed business owners. I help them to protect their assets and get out of bad tax situations. So today, we gonna take the question marks out of what exactly a lien is, and I'm gonna show you how to take back control if you are currently in a situation with a lien. First things first, what is a federal tax lien? Best way I can explain it to you is a lien is the IRS saying cobs, or the IRS is saying dibs. They are first in line to get paid. So a lien, they're not going to take your stuff. However, they are putting a claim on your things like, okay, now we're not going to take this from you. But in the event that you decide that you want to sell this thing, please note that we will be getting our money from the sale proceeds. So they can put a lien on real property or assets. So they can put a lien on your home. If you have business assets like vehicles or a building or something like that, they can put a lien on that. If you have a vehicle, they can put a lien on that. So they can put liens on your current assets and sometimes even your future assets. How does this affect you? Why do you care about this? Okay, in the real world, this is how it's affect you. It's a public record. It's a public record. So if somebody look your name up, they will see that the IRS currently has a lien on your personal property. To that effect, it also can possibly kill your credit score because this does show up on your credit report. They are letting lenders know, hey now, don't be just giving them money because I don't know how they're going to pay you and they ain't paid us. So they're letting everybody else know like, hey, fool don't pay his debts. Okay. It can also block you from refinancing or selling your house. Again, they put a lien on your property. So that means you can't do nothing. You can't do nothing because the IRS has a lien on it. And it can also affect your job prospects depending on what kind of employers y'all have, what kind of places y'all want to work. There are some companies who won't hire you because you have a lien on your credit report. They may see you as irresponsible or a liability. So keep that in mind as you are walking around not acknowledging this tax debt that you currently have. Like there are people who can't get mortgages or can't buy the things that they really want to buy because they have unaddressed tax debt. This is the part of the video you really want to pay attention to because this is really why you came. Because you want to know, can you get a lien removed, right? Yeah, you can. But let me tell you this, you ain't gonna get it removed because you ignored the letter or because you ignored these people telling you that you got a lien. That's actually gonna make it worse. But here are some things that you can do if you want to get the lien removed. Number one, you can just pay the balance in full. Like, now there are some people that's gonna be watching this video that don't have the money, but there are some people in the video that's gonna be watching this video that do have the money. If you got the money, pay the balance. Just pay it. It's not going nowhere, I swear. It's actually gonna get bigger. So just pay it if you can. Your other option, if you don't have the whole thing, is you can negotiate some kind of resolution. That resolution may be an installment agreement or a payment plan. It may be an offer and compromise depending on what your financial situation is. But you gotta make a move. Sometimes you may also even qualify for a lien withdrawal. A lien withdrawal is pretty much where they'll remove it from your public record. Or you can do, you may be able to get something like a lien subordination, where it'll let you refinance even though you have a lien in place. However, they ain't just gonna tell you that. You either have to know that or you have to work with somebody that does know that. But the main thing you need to know is that you gotta make moves. You cannot just hope for the best and hope that it disappears. You gotta do something. And let's have a little story time, because I'm a DIYer. There's somebody that's watching this that may consider themselves to be a DIYer, but let me walk you through this story time. So I had a client, they had some tax trouble, and they had a lien that was put onto their credit. And that lien actually caused them to lose out on a real estate deal, because when the person was looking at their credit report, they saw that that lien was still in place. Now, the taxpayer had actually went ahead and they had paid off the debt, or they had set up an arrangement to start paying off the debt. However, they had not formally requested the lien withdrawal. Remember, I just talked about that? They hadn't requested that. So it was still a public record. So just because you're paying this amount, you also need the paper trail too. You also need them to say or send you something in the mail saying that they are going to remove that lien from your public record, because if they don't remove it, then it's going to still hurt you. See why it's important to work with a professional? We got it removed, and they were able to do future real estate deals, but imagine how salty of a feeling that was when they got denied. If you think you have a lien, if you think you got a lien, if you think you are on the verge of having a lien, take action. Take action now. You have more options before it happens than you do when it actually does happen, okay? The earlier you act, the more options you're gonna have. I'm gonna say it again. The earlier you act, the more options that you're gonna have. If you are still handicapped with fear, I have something for you. I have a free anti-tax survival kit. All you gotta do, go on my website, put in your email, download it. The anti-tax survival kit is perfect for people who are afraid of taxes, who just don't even know which way to go. They know they're in tax trouble and they're just crippled with fear. The anti-tax survival guide will at least give you a starting point. However, if you are ready to take action right now, go ahead, click the link to schedule your free tax resolution strategy session. This session will be used to identify your problem and figure out if we are a good fit to work together and if you actually have any favorable resolution options. So click the link to schedule your call, or click the link to go ahead and download your anti-tax survival kit. But most importantly, if you found this video helpful, share it with your friends, but most importantly, like and subscribe, because I will be dropping videos like this weekly. Peace out.